Years, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years. I have been here now for 5 years. I suddenly realised that it was like my Aliyah Story coming up, and it's been a year. Wow, what to talk about? There's a lot, obviously, because it's been a whole year. Ups and downs as always. Things to update you on since last year. Well, first of all, of course, let's just get out of the way. Still wars going on. Not great. I don't want to talk about that anymore. We all know what's happening. We all know what's going on. I just hope they say that they're coming to agreements and negotiations and things, and we hope that's done. That's it. That's the last we're going to talk about it. So, things that happened this year. I got a tattoo. I actually got another one as well. I got a tattoo. I turned 40 last year, decided that I was going to do it. It's my, I don't know if it's a midlife crisis. I decided that my membership to the bear community was official and that I wanted to get a tattoo. And a lot of people get a bear paw done. And I thought this was a little bit different. And I love it. It's great. I had a really sad time. Unfortunately, Yoni died. I can't talk about it very much. It was in April, so it was a long time ago now. But I still think about him all the time, and so that was very sad. And actually, that's to do with my second tattoo, which is that. If you can see that. So Yoni died. I got 2 tattoos. I don't think I'm going to get any more soon. I might do. I keep thinking maybe I'll get something done. I don't know. So what else happened? We went on holiday. I'm still with Ronen. We went on holiday. We went to Gran Canaria. That was really good fun. We went there for a couple of weeks, and then went to London for a bit, and saw family, as I do sort of once a year, pretty much. Then, at the end of the year, we went to America and we had this like ginormous trip, which was really good fun, and we got engaged. Woo! So I am an engaged gentleman now. No idea what we're going to do in terms of plans for a wedding or anything. We're not worrying about that right now. But yeah, we got engaged. We've been together for 4.5 years. And it's all really good. I made a decision that I'm going to sell my house in England. I always said that if I'd have been here for 5 years, then after 5 years, I think, if I'm still happy here, then I'm going to sell my house and buy somewhere here. So that's the plan for this year. That's one of the things I want to do. So I think I'm going to put the house on the market in the next month or so, sell it, and then hopefully have somewhere. Well, hopefully have somewhere before the lease on this place runs out, because this place runs out next October. November the 1st. So we've got some time. So I'm hoping that we'll sell the house easily enough, buy an apartment here. Might be in a different place in Tel Aviv, or it might be just slightly outside Tel Aviv. What I've realised living here in this sort of further out of Tel Aviv thing is living in Jaffa when I first arrived for 4 years was amazing. I loved it. I loved living in Jaffa. And I think that when you first make Aliyah, what I would say is it's really important to live somewhere kind of pretty central or pretty close to where you want to be, or pretty close to whatever community you want to be in, whether that's in an Anglo community like in Ranana or somewhere like that, or if you want to be kind of really central in Tel Aviv or Haifa or whatever. I think to land somewhere like that is really important. But actually what I realised is that, I have a car, like people think that this is really far out where I live, but it's literally 15 minutes from the centre. And so there are places, when I lived in London and in Essex, I lived quite far out of London when I lived in Essex. I lived sort of, It's only half an hour, 40 minutes on the train, but it was like an hour and a half drive. And so, you know, an hour and a half drive from, it's not going to be an hour and a half drive from Tel Aviv. An hour and a half drive from Tel Aviv is like Haifa. So even if we live what's considered really far out, it's still only 25 minutes away. You just have to think that way, go back to thinking England style or America style. Like, it's not far. So we've got that. So that's something that I'm really, really looking forward to. Really settling, having an apartment that we own. It's quite an exciting time. So what else happens? So in in November, the company that I work for decided I got back from America, having an amazing time, got back in the office, and the company basically made everybody in my company redundant. So I've had a hard couple of months, or I had a hard month or so, a bit freaked out about what I was going to do. What I will say is that I never thought, I'll have to go back to the UK. Never, not once. I think I've been here long enough now that that's not really a thing for me. I don't think about going back. I don't miss the UK at all. Nothing like that. So I was a bit worried. So what's ends up happening is I have found a part-time freelance position in quite a cool agency that I've started working at this week. So who knows how that's going to go. It seems okay so far. We'll see what happens. And I'd be worried with part-time freelance, but it turns out that where I was working, they weren't paying me very much at all. So I basically doubled my quote when they were asking me how much I get paid. And so now if I work 60%, which it will hopefully go up to, I should be getting the same amount of money as I was getting in my old job. And it's giving me a chance to do other things. So I am writing a novel, which I started before I moved here. I was writing it kind of 2 years before I moved here and then put it aside and never did anything. So now I have time and I've rewritten it and I've written 200 words and I'm starting a writing group. Hopefully, we haven't met up yet, but I'm kind of starting that. That starts next week. And I think that'll give me the sort of motivation to continue writing it and to finish it. I think I'll finish that in a few months. I don't know what I'll do with it, but it's a creative outlet. I went to an acting workshop this week, a couple of days ago, which was fun. So I'm going to keep doing that. That was good. I was in a show last year. I don't know if I had mentioned it, but last year I was in a show, but I haven't done anything since. And that was about a year and a half ago now. So I'm doing that. I still have lots of friends. I'm still friends with everyone I was friends with last year, pretty much. All good. Everything's happy. Everyone's happy. Everything's good. I'm happy. I was freaked out when I lost my job and I went through a bit of a hard time. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm still really happy here. I'm still glad that I'm here. I have no desire to go anywhere else. I feel much more comfortable here than anywhere else in the world. And I think that's the main thing, really. I think that's the most important thing. I feel like 2025 is going to be a really good year. I'm going to do lots of things. I'm going to write my book, and I'm thinking of starting a master's, and I've got all this time now that I'm working sort of lower capacity. So I've got this exciting new job that I've started where I can do really cool things, and then I've got all these projects that I want to do. On top of that, me and Ronen started a podcast at the end of last year. We're going to keep doing that, so that's going to come out soon. It's all good. It's all fun. I am enjoying myself. I am having a good time. And that's what it's about, right? That's why I moved here, really, is to have a good life, to have a nice life, to enjoy myself, I didn't feel like I had a great life in the UK, and I'd always wanted to move here. And then when I finally really decided to do it, and I did it, I just saw messages from the day before I left, and it was all like, how long are you going for? What are you doing? Good luck, but what's going on? And I was like, I don't know how long I'll stay there for. Maybe forever. Who knows what will happen in the future? I don't know what's going to happen. But if I'm honest, like, forever feels like how long I'm going to be here. I guess we'll see.
אפילו שעשינו משהו רע הוא מוחל וסולח, מוחל וסולח